Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Top of the morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to another one here on the coach's desk. Yeah, man, we're here. Day 6. Yeah, man, we are treading. We are tread. Big up to the people them who there seeing all the supporters. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, man. Big up. We're there. Guru Raman, big up yourself, you know. Yeah, man. So on today's menu, we have the high jump, and of course Romain Beckford is a part of that. Romain Beckford will be a part of the high jump qualification. He's in group B, and let's see what he has to offer in this one. And then we have the heats of the women's 100-meter hurdles. We have Janique Brown. Yes, Janique Brown is in heat 1, and she'll be going up against the likes of Alasia Johnson and others. Let's see how she features in this one. All right, and in heat 4 we have Danielle Williams. Yeah, man, unspun them in heat 4, and in heat 5 we have Akira Nugent. Yes. So we look forward to some very good competition in this one. Then we have the javelin throw qualification, men's 5,000 meters, and of course the 800 meters for the men, and that caps off the morning's activity from a Jamaican standpoint. 800 meters, of course, we have Navasky Anderson, who will be competing in this round. One thing I understand the whole repechage round thing. However, I think it is. I don't think that the schedule pretty much can handle it, because some persons have repechage run immediately after they run an event, and some people give up one round for the next, and it is at the Olympics. I'm not sure when it comes on to the Olympics if this is the best thing to do. You know what I mean? But it's there, it's happening, and I guess they'll have to review it. And would it be in now? I am not sure that they are going to actually make any adjustment to this. Big up to Toki in the building. All the other people online, welcome to the channel. Thanks again. We appreciate you being here. So we look forward to see the Jamaicans competing, and not only the Jamaicans, we have the Caribbean persons. Caribbean persons also will be competing in this morning's activity. All right, so we expect some great things. And then in the afternoon session, 110 hurdles, all of the 400-meter hurdles. So it's a hurdles fest, and triple jump. So all of our mats come up, and we look forward. I'm looking forward to see Akira tear up the track. Yeah, man, Akira. A lot of people looking forward to that, Raman. Dave, you big up yourself, you know. What is our medal standing? Please and thank you. 16th. Medal standing is 16th at the moment. Can you believe it? The mighty Jamaicans. Yes, I did say the mighty Jamaicans. We are actually 16th on the medal table. But as it stands, so it's set, you know. So, like I said, we have to just regroup, rethink, and have to look about that in another one. This done out of the gate. Seeing? We have 4 medals. 4 medals. Interesting. And all things panning out, we're probably still on track, but you know, me nah make that no count, you know, because everything else will leave a touch and go, especially on the hurdle side. You understand? Yeah, man, touch and go. It's Alisa Ferguson. Big up herself. Big up herself. Yeah, man. The faithfuls are here now. Big up, man. Mm-hmm. Dan, man. Big up. I think we will get 2 medals in the women's. Hey, two okay. Right now, big up Thunder Juice. Colleen, big up. Right now, I'm just entering with sheer optimism. However, I'm being cautiously optimistic. I was gutted for Great Britain last night. That was Dina and Daryl's last chance at an individual Olympic medal. Yup, that's how it is. think Dina really pushed for it, you know. Morning, Chem. Yeah, man, people, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Conrad, big up, you know. I said Dina was running angry. I think she moved to Texas a few years too late. Had she gone after Tokyo, she could have medaled twice here. How can you and the other coaches collaborate with the Jamaican coach to help the future athlete? It takes a village to raise a child. Hmm, good point. But when it comes out to track and field in Jamaica, dog eat dog, you know, me I tell her that. But you know, business with nobody. Um, so why that's not the case? Others they are both not 30 yet. Coach, same here. It is a Sarah, Sarah. Whatever will be, will be. Yeah. Satnarine McCarthy, big up. Welcome. The walk-in race so dumb. How is it that a sport? Yo, me I tell you, I think a joke. Just want to know when the race with Jamaica taking place so can watch and move on because this Olympic is disastrous. So the hurdles coming up. Women's 100-meter hurdles. First is that you're on track. Um, Janique Brown is in heat one. So let's see what Janique will do. Veronica will welcome. Jamaicans can continue to perform past post 30 since they have better diets. Americans and Brits not so much. Really? Better diet? Really? Never look upon it that way. There. Fabian, I don't know. Fabian probably asleep. I'm sure him there. Less processed foods and everything is locally sourced. No thunder juice. Where you get that from? Only thing I know about the diving is that it's diving and it just Yona Night wisdom. He's off to a decent first dive. Please pray for the athlete that no further injuries occur and hope for the best for the remaining competition. You're telling me these athletes don't eat the non-NGO vegetables grown in Jamaica? Yeah, but that's vegetable. But remember, say a lot of the foods that Jamaicans get, we import a lot to thunder juice. Nashir, welcome. Good morning. I tend to not agree about the processed food. The Jamaicans are consuming a lot of processed food these days. So the high jump is on it the way. All right, so the ladies are on track. Uptown, big up. I'm not sure what kind of machine them use. But me know them have some machine. Toby Amison, world record holder. Big up MPEC. It's always a delight to see the athletes, as they stand at the line. As they stand at the line, them just, them just do them thing, do them chant. I guess they say a psalm or their prayer. All right, they're off. Oh, Johnny stumbled, but here they come in this one. And she's stepping. But here comes Alasia Johnson. Janet Brown is stepping as well. But here comes Toby Amerson on the outside. And look at these athletes. Oh, 12:49 from Toby Amerson, world record holder. Easy pickings for Toby Amerson. So Toby Amerson, 12:49, automatic qualifier. Alasia Johnson, 12:61, and Janet Brown, 12:84. Moving on to the next round automatically. Then in E2, we have Jasmine Camacho Quinn, Musi, Tanaka, Chatfield, Morrison, Cartwright, Pia, and Cindy Semba. So once you're in the top three, you qualify, you move on. So with the hurdlers, there's also a repechage round. So they will definitely go back to the repechage round if they don't qualify automatically. So good competition this morning. Jamaicans are Westerners also don't know why people think Western is demographic and not geographic. Yeah, Jamaicans are we are the Western Hemisphere. Janik is a certain And her presence will throw them off since she wasn't supposed to be there. Thunder Jews. Yeah, man, people, like up the stream, like up the stream. Share the video as well. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Turkleman production, what go on? Big up yourself, you know. No, man. Yeah, we are get to rest, you know, but no rest left, you know. Simo, big up yourself. Welcome. All right, so the second eat is on track. This should be another good one. Jasmine Camacho Quinn. She's the defending champion. Who is really the favorite in this women's 100-meter hurdles? This one is hard to call because when you look at hurdles in a touch and go, you know, sad to say, but it's touch and go. Sonia Lewis, welcome. Yeah, man, people, like the stream, share the stream, tell a friend to tell a friend about us. Then you have Toby Emerson, then you have the coming up. So it's very, very, very interesting. But more interesting days to come. Yes, clip. That one was won by Dina Jasmine Toby Emerson. Not sure that is true, you know, but when you look at it, he's miles ahead, you know. But what we're seeing in this championship, you know, only one favorite has won so far, you know, in terms of track event. And that happened yesterday in Gabby Thomas, right? Hmm. Me still think Grant Holloway is far above. If it happen, I would love for it to happen. Otherwise, not Sherry. I definitely love for it to happen. Otherwise, but trust me, Grant Grant is just would I say miles ahead? All right, they're off and away. Very good start there from the athlete in lane one, which is Jasmine Camacho Quinn. She's surging and she is ahead in this field. Wind reading is 0.0 meters per second, 12.42. 12.42 for Jasmine Camacho Quinn. In December, 12.72. And the Polish athlete, Szewaszkowska, 12.82. So those three are automatic qualifiers. But that's a superb start from Jasmine Camacho Quinn. And you can see she's well focused in this on this one. And she's just going over a very clean race, if you ask me, from Jasmine Camacho Quinn. That shows intention. That shows that she's ready. She has arrived at the party. And all the doubts that persons might be having in JCQ, it's out the door right now. Very good start from her. Very good first run. Get the cobweb out, and it's an amazing one from her. It's a Grant is the lies of the hurdles. In the sprint hurdles, you make the final. Anybody can win because it's a technical event. That is true. I know that. Grant doesn't work well under pressure. That is also true. But with how our athletes looked in the first round and how Grant looked, trust me, hence the reason you want to say that he's really miles ahead. You get what I say? So, and in our prediction, we say Grant is going to win, but if our athletes can stay close to him, eighth, ninth, 10th hurdle, he's gonna be under pressure going over that final hurdle. And knowing that the running is so short and our athletes are fast finishers, so Grant has been um unbeaten all season. And sometimes you wonder when will their day come? Because when I look on Jamaicans now, we have always had some issues in the hurdles. When will our day come of having a smooth championship? Especially with this one, it has been crazy. It has been what I would say atrocious. It has been daunting. It has been horrendous. Morning, Tamika. Welcome. Duvian, big up yourself. Yeah, uptown, the youth are going, man. Barshim clearing that height, looking smooth, going over that height. So javelin is taking place. Women's javelin qualification, high jump is also taking place. The hurdle is also happening. All these events happening simultaneously. Hamish Carr runs up. Oh, he slides smoothly over that high jump bar. So Brazilian is ready to throw. She runs up, thick and powerful, and she launches that. Oh, she's on the line. So that's a red. That's a no throw. The manuscript, big up yourself. That right, coach. Grant is looking real good for the goal. That's why I miss Omar McLeod with his start and fighter spirit. All right, so Danielle Williams featured in the call room and the young of the Kambunji. So let's see how will this one pan out. And that's heat 3 of the women's 100-meter hurdles. Heat 3, just about getting there. We have Rashid, we have Cindy Samba Mahela, Janiki, we have Kerix, we have Russell, that's Masai Russell, we have Erskine, we have Taylor, we have Visa in this one. So the favorite in this one would have been uh, Masai Russell and also Samba Mayela. So let's see how they will perform in this one. 100-meter hurdles, heat 3. The French athlete has been having a very good season so far as well. So I'm looking forward for her to put down a very good run here. People, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for being here with us as we go through with this coverage of the Paris Olympic Games on the athletic side of things. It's them need to hang up the phone, Van Grant. All right, so the athletes have loaded into their blocks and they are just about getting ready to. They're on their mark, set, cleanly away. First time of asking. Very good start from Samba Mayela. There's a casualty, but here comes Samba Mayela. She's stepping right away. Oh, Aleja is coming as well, but here, Aleja seems to have got it late. Positive 0.8 meters per second. There's a casualty in the hurdle. Uh, Big run there by Messiah Russell, getting the better of Samba Mayela. Oh my word, there's a casualty. I hope that that athlete is okay. That's the Aussie Jeniki. Oh my word, that's a huge fall. But she was able to finish. So Masaya Rosa taking that one, 12:53 ahead of Nadine Visor, 12:53. And Samba Mayela, 12:56. Good debut there for Masaya Russell. When you look at a Nadine Visor, these are actually coming from um, the HEP, and quite frankly, I'm looking at a number of a number of
identical.
A number of Dutch athletes are coming from the multi-event. Several of them. You had Daphne Shippers and all of these top athletes. I'll go on Pioneer. All right, man, I drop the link. Yeah, man, the hurdles is all about rhythm. It takes high level concentration as well. So yeah. And the Australian athlete got up to ensure she finished that race because of the repechage round. So that's a good thing. Um, Coach, did we have anyone in Eats 1 and 2 just joining? So I missed it. We only have, yes, we have someone in Heat 1 in Janet Brown. She automatically qualified, placing third in 12.84 seconds. Why they give two athletes first? Two athletes didn't come first. They produce the same time, but the top finisher was Messiah Russell. Nadine Visor, same time. Oh, It's a tie for real for first. Because the millisecond time is 0.528, 0.528. Yes, so they tie for real. I see it. My bad. I see it. Anna. Jamaica's first mistake was buying into the concept of genetics and twitch muscle being the driving factor in our sprinting prowess. Why is that a mistake? The fast twitch muscle is the thing. That's science. You can't change science. Uptown. It is a driving force. Other people have fast twitch muscles as well, not only Jamaicans. Jackie, big up yourself, you know. It's easy, you know. Yeah, man. Fabian look like him fall asleep in a class. Pioneer, me drop the link, you know. So me drop the link in the comment section. The main reason Jamaicans are fast is because of culture. It's not rocket science. Culture, 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 culture. We could say that, but culture, culture, culture. Trying to get the motivation to watch. I understand, man, but listen, if you really love the thing, you gotta show up, man. Cool. Coach, you buy into that foolishness, so it's not our natural love for the sports. But culture, fast twitch muscle in the thing and a repetition. Yes, the culture again. Or we set up the structure for the sport. But we have fast twitch muscle as well. If you have slow twitch muscle and you have and you love the sport, you think that gonna make it gone away? You're not gonna away, man. It's not buying to it, uptown Kingston. I study into it, man. I study into it. And I buy into it. All right, so Eat 4 coming up, Kambunji. That's the younger of the Kambunji sisters. Yaraji, for Kozak, Lavin, Moto, Bapti, Danielle Williams. So answering this one in her first Olympic Games. Two-time world champion making her Olympic debut. Wow. Lanzi, big up yourself. Big up yourself. Joseph Gray, me drop the link a long time, you know. Oh, go on, Pastor, big up yourself, you know. Evelyn's on the beach. Big up, you know. Yeah, man. Welcome. Team Jamaica all the way. You see, we color. Yeah, man. We're still in our colors, you know. Thunder Juice, like seriously. Well, go on, cranky. Big up, you know. Daniel Ants Williams. Deal with it. All right, so the ladies are loading themselves in the block at the moment, getting ready to surge to that finish line. set. Cleanly away. Very good start from Danielle Williams and Kambunji. Kambunji is stepping, but here comes Danielle Williams on the outside in lane 9, and she's stepping away. Excellent form from Danielle Williams as she comfortably take this one ahead of the Ireland Sarah Lavin and Kambunji. 12.59 for Danielle Williams, 12.72 for the Irish Lavin, and the Swiss Kambunji, 12.81. Automatically qualification there for Danielle Williams. They call her Ants. Big bite from her there in this one. And the final heat is coming up, and that's where we'll have Akira Nugent. So the top 3 qualify for the next round automatically, and then of course you have the repechage round for the persons who did not qualify automatically. And persons are really having concerns about the schedule, concern about the repechage round because of how taxing it is on the athletes. But it is what it is. Pioneer, welcome to the show.
Go on, the coach.
Me there, you know.
Morning to you and the viewers and the persons on the stream.
Yeah, man, big up yourself.
What do you think about the 100 hurdles so far, coach?
It looks. I think the athletes are basically getting their feet wet. You know, first run out of the way,
Yeah.
getting the cobwebs out, so to speak. And this one is. I was saying earlier to the persons on the live that this one is going to be very difficult to call because, I mean, it's anybody's business. Anybody can really take this one. You know, it's just who shows up in the final and execute an excellent race will get that one. You know.
I think even making the finals, coach, is going to be a difficult prospect. 'Cause when you look across all the ladies, the top ladies, we're seeing about 10 ladies who would fancy their chances of being in the finals, and then when it comes down to the medals, it's going to be, it's going to take something to be on the podium. A couple of 12.42s being dropped in the heats. Camacho Quinn looks awesome.
Yeah.
So does Masai Russell. So does Amosan. We haven't seen Akira Nugent just yet. Saw Danielle Williams just now. Looking comfortable.
Yeah.
12:59.
Kind of conservative.
Yeah, man. Very conservative from Daniel. You know the thing about these hurdles, so coach, both the 110 and the 100-meter hurdles, women, and like in previous years or previous championships, where they used to run the semifinals. They used to do it similar to the 100 meters, where we had the semifinals, and then we'll have the finals an hour and a half later, or probably an hour 20 minutes later. The finals is going to be on a separate day from the semi, so that gives the ladies a lot more recovery time. So, we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see a very fast time come the finals. I think we're gonna see a very competitive race.
Might be a blanket finish too.
Could very well have a finals with all the ladies under, let me say, 12:45 or under 12, possibly under 12:40. Based on the standard we're seeing.
Yeah.
Samba Maya from
France.
From France have been running well all year. She looked good in the finals. Ended up in third, but close race. But as we had suggested before the championships, this is going to be one of the hot races at the Olympics.
And remember, Devin Charlton as well, you know.
We haven't seen her yet. I think she'll be coming up in Heat 5 along with Akira and Nugent. Yeah, man. Here we're seeing it on stream here, on screen here. So
right. So you have Devin Charlton, you have Akira Nugent, you have Arela, you have Liz Clay, you have Lynn, you have Foster Harrison, and Grace Clark from the United States.
There you go.
So looking forward to this one. The ladies are on track right now, waiting on their introduction and getting ready to go. They are featuring Devin Charlton because, of course, she is the indoor world record
Okay.
holder.
Yeah, there you go.
So she's very fast out of the blocks. Awesome athlete. Grace Starks, the newbie from the United States, good athlete, good hurdler. So you see, with the hurdle also pioneer, you have a mixture of experience and some fiery youngsters coming out to the fore. So it's gonna be very, very
That
interesting.
that
Like
that
you said.
that, that adds even more to the intrigue.
Right, definitely.
Um, the youngsters coming out of college like the Masai Russells and the Akira
Akira
Nugents,
Nugent, yeah,
Starks, and then
yeah.
you have the veterans like the Amazons and the Danielle
Williams.
Williams and
But,
the.
but when you look at that Danielle Williams, is she an Olympic veteran?
No man, she's a
First
world
Olympic.
champ. She's a world champ. She's a 100-meter veteran, double world
Yeah,
champion, and
yeah.
winning it as far back as 2015.
2015, yeah.
Daniel has been on the scene, I think, from around 2013 thereabout. So
Yeah, man.
she definitely qualifies as a veteran.
All right.
But let's see how Akira Nugent and Charlton goes in this one.
Yeah. So the ladies have stepped forward, ready to load themselves into their blocks.
On my screen, they're on their marks here. So let me do the commentary.
Since you're
Coach, are they off? Great start for Charlton. Same for Akira Nugent. Charlton making the run, and here comes Nugent surging to the front. It's Nugent coming off the 10th hurdle. It's Nugent and Charlton. Nugent ahead of Charlton. 12:64 is the time. Stark seemed to have run herself into the next automatical qualifying spot. So great run out from Akira Nugent. 12:64, not the fastest time, but you get the feeling that was the blowout run, coach.
yeah, because she was kind of a little bit tentative coming out of the
Coming out of
block.
the blocks. Yeah, she came
Yeah,
out of the blocks very tight.
right. So of course,
Starks,
that will affect the timing. So
yeah,
let me
man,
give the
definitely.
timing. They have been rounded down to rather to 12:65 for Nugent, Charlton 12:71, and United States Grace Starks 12:72, and all of those are automatic qualifiers. Other athletes will go into the repechage round. I think Akira was a little bit tentative as well.
Coming out of the blocks.
Pioneer, right?
I looking at her, coach. I don't know if you know her well. She looks a little muscular in the legs. They looking a little heavy in the thighs. What do you think?
Sometimes the television trick, you know. I
All
have
right, all right,
proven that over the years.
all right.
Um, uh, from where she was to now, I don't think she would have gotten so much huge in the legs
Yeah,
because
right.
when you look at from trials to now, they wouldn't put on a lot of muscle mass because it's tapering time.
Yeah.
So sometimes the television they look much bigger than norm.
Well, all three Jamaicans true. Most of the big names are true. All three Americans are true.
Mm-hmm.
People like Kamasha Quinn, true. Nadine Visser,
Mm-hmm.
Samba Mahela, Devin Charlton. So the big names are comfortably true.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think about Janet Brown, coach, how she looked in her heat.
She got a very good start, you know, but she stumbled probably with her fourth step, but she recovered and she was still ahead. But I mean, you can see that her finish. Whoa, Akira had a little miss up there, you know.
Yeah.
Coming over, I'm looking at the replay. She look like I don't know if she and Charlton on kind of touch. I don't know.
That is always a possibility in the hurdles. But luckily for
Yeah.
both ladies, they are true.
Yeah, I was saying about Johnny. Johnny never looked bad at all. It's just her finishing. You can see where she probably is not that strong with the endurance.
Yeah, man. I think the middle of her race, I think from about hurdle 4, she kind of
yeah.
lost groove and rhythm. She lost her rhythm at about hurdle 4 and didn't look so strong finishing. But she came out of the blocks. She came out of the blocks quite well, and
Yeah.
The first part of her race looked like she got it together the first part of the race, but the second part of the race looked a little bit shaky.
Yeah, yeah. And that could be as a result of not doing a lot of over distance work or taking it serious. I normally like to give my hurdlers a lot of 200 meters
Yeah,
because
building
I think it
a lot
helps
of
their
speed endurance.
endurance, right?
Yeah,
Going over those hurdles, even though it's 100 meters, it's like 200 meters because you have to clear those hurdles, right? So, I mean, she's a project not for this year, for next year.
yeah, that's right.
She's at the Olympics, but I mean, coming out of this round pioneer, I'm seeing Jasmine Camacho Quinn as
Yeah, man,
the most
she looks
technical and
awesome.
comfortable.
She looks
Yeah.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
12:42 slowing down, looking technically sound. Everything looked intact, coach. Everything her hurdling form looked superb.
Mm-hmm.
Came over hurdle pen comfortable and just cruised to the finish line in a time of 12.42. Looking at like there is a lot more in the tank. It's gonna be very, very interesting when the repechage round is completed and the semifinals are
Or
drawn
drawn.
out. I want
Mm-hmm.
to see who. So we're gonna end up with some showdowns in the semifinals, coach. So as I said,
As
we
as have been happening at this championship, you're
definitely
not escaping running with the top athletes in your semifinals.
there you go. So some of the ladies might have to go come the semifinals. So
Mm-hmm.
as I said, the good thing about that in these championships is that the recovery time between the semifinals and the finals will be, a matter of a day instead of an hour and 20 minutes like we're used to. So persons can afford to lay it all out in the semifinals to make the
Mm.
finals. And that I think that is going to be a requirement in these 100 hurdles, coach.
Yeah, certainly. I agree with your point here. You have to, and again, it's a technical event and it's a pressured event, especially when you look on the back of the type of athletes, what is at stake, the Olympic Games. So it's gonna be very, 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 very interesting. I have the hurdles as one of the most competitive event.
Competitive, yeah, man, definitely. These 100 hurdles will be
Yep.
amongst the most competitive, one of the most competitive races. It's hard to pick a winner. I think Toby Amerson didn't look too good before the Olympics. She has been up and down all season, but in her heat, she looked awesome. 12:42 looking smooth as ever. Alicia Johnson was also in that heat, looked good. So we're looking at 3 Jamaicans, coach, 3 US athletes. Amerson, Camacho Quinn, Charlton, Visa, who comes to these championships with one of the fastest time in the world, 12:32.
Mm-hmm.
That's about 11 names right there.
And
And
I was saying, I don't know if you know the genesis of Visa. These Dutch athletes, I've looked
yeah, man,
up
she's
a little
coming
bit,
down. Multi-eventer.
multi-event, yeah,
Yeah,
and
man.
it has been a trend with the Dutch athletes. Probably they
Remember,
try to, like what the youngsters do. They try to do a lot of events and to see if they can
and then
actually
settle,
find
set, settle at the
right.
one that they are best at.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to our Daphne Skippers, who
Right.
started doing that for years until she settled into sprinting and had some success in sprinting. World champion over 200 meter and medalist at 100 meters. So the Dutch seem to be doing well at these Olympics also, coach. Across most of the events, they have gotten a couple of semi-finalists in some of the longer distances, but something that you'd consider to be non-traditional races for them.
Mm-hmm.
And in you see people like Femke Bol, what's the other name of the other Claver in the 400 meter. The Dutch seem to have especially on the female side, they have a good track and field program going.
The person speaking is Pioneer. Pioneer, one of the top sports analysts in Jamaica. No, he doesn't have a YouTube channel, but oftentimes he's on I Am Sure Sports. I Am Sure Sports. And he's also shows up sometimes over on the coach's desk. So yeah.
Definitely.
Now we're bridging and them money have a vast amount of knowledge on track and field, on sports, basketball, cricket, any sport you think of. All right. So big up to Pioneer for past through,
Yeah, coach. Anytime, man. Anytime.
All right. So Romain Beckford should be competing now. We have the let me see which event is coming up. One event that is coming up that is gonna be very what do you think about Navasky's chance in the 800 meter?
800 meter. It's tough. The standard is high in the 800, coach. We saw coming into the Olympics a couple of gentlemen running real fast. We see people running 142. Let's see if he can make it out of his heat into an automatical qualifying spot. But it's gonna be a stretch for him to make the finals. I give him a shot of making the semifinals, whether through an automatic qualifying spot in the first round or through the repechage round. But I think semifinals would be where I'll put his ceiling, coach. His standard this year is quite high. There are several gentlemen who are running real fast. And the standard this year is 142. And when I say Navasky, going to that. We wish him well. Flying the flag for Jamaica in terms of the middle distances. We need some more. We need some more people to come through, coach. And hopefully he can serve as somewhat of a flag bearer, a standard bearer for the youngsters. But the standard this year, coach, is really, really, really high. So but we wish him well.
And when you look at from a Jamaican standpoint, everybody wants to be a part of the hype or so-called hype events in the sprints, and it is one of those stuff that I don't know how I think Usain Bolt's transition from the 400 to the 100, Shelley's dominance, Elaine's dominance would have caused a lot of these youngsters wanting to do. Because when you look at we spoke about Shania Douglas, who is very good at the 400 meters, good at the 200, good at the 100, but she oftentimes stepped down to the 2 and the 1.
Choosing to do the sprints,
which is a quote unquote blue ribbon event. So I mean, it's kind of hard to change a culture of sprinting in Jamaica, because when I spoke to a few of my American coaching friends, I realized that why Americans do so well in the 400 is as a result of the love for the event, and they start out this event very, very early. So you see, like how we start the sprinting early, they pretty much start out the 400 meter from a tender age. If I can recall, I see some 10-year-old, 8-year-old doing the 400, and you wonder what.
And that argues well for them to coach, because what that does is it helps to build your speed endurance, which will in time help you over the 100 and the 200 also.
Right.
It's not a bad base to have having a 400 meter base.
The thing about the 400 meter base Pioneer, it is one of the middle grounds where you can catapult into a 4-8 or 4 hurdles, and you can come back down to the shorter sprints. So
definitely.
It is really an excellent middle ground.
You can go up or you can come down.
Right.
Or you can transition to the 4 hurdles if that's what you choose to do. So, when we look at our landscape, though, the sprinting landscape, coach, especially on the female side, with the vast array of talent that is onshore, that is, in the bag, so to speak, or in the background. We're talking about people like Brenna Liston, the Clayton twins, Serena Cole, we see Alana Reid, who is at the Olympics now. People like Kerry Cahill, who is versatile in terms of hurdling and sprinting. Even Akira Nugent, who is just versatile hurdler and sprinter. It would be advisable for some of the talented female athletes to think about the middle distances.
Yes.
The 400 meters, the 200 meters especially, because we are seeing over the 100 meters, we have an array of 100 meter sprinters. The 200, the class that is seemingly bare in the 200 right now. We see Sherika Jackson, who you would say, well, it's not at the twilight of her career, coach, but she's getting up there. So we might need, some people to feel that, and Sherika Jackson herself is coming down from the 400. So we might some of the upcoming athletes, it might be advisable and wise for them to think about going to the middle distances, the 400, maybe the 200, maybe even the 800 meter. We see somebody like Natalia Gould, who would be on her way out of the sport. We don't see an heir apparent to her right now. So, from a coaching standpoint, it might make sense for some of our coaches to start directing some of the athletes towards some of these events.
Yeah, and sometimes it is on the part of the coaches too. They don't want to steer some of the athletes into that direction, because again, the ego chip coming about, I coach this athlete to do this and that. So sometimes that plays a part. But when we have to look at it too, even though people are just focusing on the sprints, it's good to now see that Jamaica is just pretty much moving away from just being a track nation into more of a track and field nation, because we have been doing pretty decent in the field for quite some time now, and the more and more athletes are venturing into the field event. And I would say kudos to those athletes who would have been recruited from Jamaica into the collegiate system, and they would have gone on to matriculate into fine athletes internationally. So I like the wave of direction where we're going from a field event point of view. A lot of times, and I have stories in a Pioneer. A lot of these athletes you see overseas doing well in the throws, they came to high school thinking that they are a very good sprinter.
Sprinters, yes.
Right.
Yes.
But when they come in the system and they meet up against athletes that,
at a higher standard,
are more talented than them.
Yeah, man.
And then parents will say, no, my child can do this, my child can do that. You understand? But at the end of the day, we made that call as a coach, and some of them get the opportunity to, get an education out of the going into the throws. So it is something that the athletes need to think, revisit,
and look at, coach, seriously. Looking at even this Olympics, coach, we have 4 medals, 3 of them in the field. Our traditional sprinting dominance in the Olympics, this Olympics is non-existent. I was looking at something last night. The US, who has not been doing well in the sprints in recent years, making a resurgence, winning at least 2 medals in every sprint event so far. So of the 3 sprints that have been contested, they have won 2 medals in all 3. And when you look at the men's 200 meter, there is a great likelihood that they could sweep. So, and they are very strong in both 4x1. So, Jamaica now having to go, the non-traditional route of depending on the field events this year to be getting us some medals. We have probably another prospectively 2 field event medals that we could bag in terms of, Hibbert in the triple jump, and one of the 3 men in the discus.
Discuss, yeah.
Yeah. So
would you say that it's something that we're depending on, because for the past few seasons we have been counting these medals in a Pioneer.
yeah, man. But I'm saying now, coach, this since the sprint bag, we normally be counting the sprinting medals as
Sure medals.
Sure medals.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I would say we're seeing more medals coming from the field. We normally get 2 or 3, or 1, 2, 2, 3. But now, I said the possibility exists now where we could have as many as 5 field event medals. I think that would I stand corrected, but I think that would be a record if we were to get 5 medals in the field at a major championships.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also for the field events to be outdoing the track.
The track events, yeah.
It is also something, to think about and talk about.
Definitely.
And history has been created as well in the discus, where our men, they have certainly outdone themselves by qualifying
having three finalists.
people in the finals. That is unheard of.
Yeah. Historic.
And it's historic, and it is something that we should definitely talk about. So we just look for the best. As I said, we can get 2 more medals in those events coming up, and that will be a massive thing. Massive thing.
Definitely. And even in the hurdles, coach, we're doing I think we're doing exceptionally well in the hurdles. We have at least two prospective finalists in the 400 hurdles, and the 400 hurdles is at a high standard. And I'm talking about on the male side. We have 2 finalists in the 400 hurdles for women, and that again is at a very high standard. And there's a possibility that we could have 2 men in the 110 hurdles, and also 2 or 3 ladies in the 110 hurdles, in the 100 meter hurdles for ladies. So the hurdles seem to be, we seem to be doing well in the hurdles and in the field events. And it's basically the traditional sprints, the sprint 1 to 4, which we are weaker in than we normally is. We don't have a finals in the men's 400 meters. We don't have a finalist. We look to Nikisha Price in the 400 for women, wishing her well there. But the traditional sprints, the short sprints, you would say, we are not as strong, or we are not doing as well over the short sprints as we normally would do in previous years. So it's the hurdles and the field events that have come to the fore for us. So that's kind of an interesting dynamic to our track and field this year at the Olympics.
Very, very interesting. And I mean, the lull that we face in the sprints cannot be attributed to injuries. So it's not a situation where we just fall off because it's on a downward trajectory. I think it's mainly because of injuries, and having a Tia youngster, first Olympic, 19 years old, to put that weight on her shoulder was tremendous. So I mean, for her to come out and still make the final, that's fabulous, right?
Very much. And,
when you look on the men's side, we were struggling on the men's side. Where sprinting is concerned. Since 2017, we have not won a medal. And we won a silver medal, which many think that it should have been a gold. But I don't think the lull has a lot to do with the regression of sprinting.
No, you're right, coach. I'm just pointing out what is happening actually. I think the future looks bright for Jamaica. Kishane Thompson is a very young athlete. So is Oblique Civil, and on the ladies' side, as I said earlier, the cupboard is full of ladies coming through. And I don't think the standard. I was having a conversation with some friends last night, coach. Well, or looking at, I'm saying probably the most disappointed person who'll be watching these Olympic Games might be Elaine Thompson here. When we look at the times that won both the 100 and 200 meters, I'm sure she would be looking at it and say, if she had been fit, a triple double might have been not, yeah, man. 1072 and 21, what was it? 2181.
21.8.
Yeah, 21.8. You know, that's low, very low standard compared to her winning times over the years. So I think,
and you know, Pioneer, when we talk about these times and the if statements and all of that, you know, the Americans, them getting their feelings, you know, and we're not saying that the winner is not.
Come on, we credit the winners. We're just looking at
the winner.
Yeah, man.
But when you look at it, the standard has really fallen because at 21.8 winning.
Listen, the winning time at the last Olympics over 100 meters was 10.61. The winning time in the 200 meters was 21.5. So I don't think anybody can argue with what we're saying, Coach. The standard.
Argue still one.
Yeah, man. And the gold medal goes to the winner. Goes the spoils, Coach. You can't argue with that.
Yeah.
But we're just looking at. Yeah, well, taking an overview of you know what is happening, and we're just analyzing in terms of. And I'm saying, Elaine Thompson must look at these Olympics and be probably the most disappointed person, saying, if I had some semblance of fitness. We saw her last year, Coach, in a season that she couldn't break 11 seconds. At the back end of the season after the World Championship, she got down as to 10.79, being coached by Shanique Asburn. And one wonders how much she regrets the coaching change that she made in the off season. But looking at this, had she been fit and been at these Olympic Games, then the triple double would have definitely been on, Coach. So we're just analyzing and looking at, you know, looking back and looking at what could have been. But we credit the winners. We say congratulations to Gabby Thomas, and congratulations to Julian Alfred, representing well for the Caribbean. St. Lucia, having never won a medal at the Olympics, now having a gold and a silver, courtesy of the same athlete, is good for her. But from a Jamaican standpoint, Coach, I'm sure that some of the disappointments of these World Championships will hurt some of the coaching camps, and it will spur them into action or into, you know, thriving for better come next year, the World Championship, and moving forward into the next Olympic cycle. That's gonna be in Los Angeles. So
you think there's gonna be an exodus? I'm hearing there might be an exodus, you know, come up after the Olympics from some camps, you know. You agree with that notion?
Youngsters are veterans.
Well, I didn't get a age category, but there might be exodus from some of the camps.
It wouldn't be the first, Coach. Wouldn't be the first time, but let's look and see. But what we hope, Coach, is that for the persons leaving these camps, that the situations that they're going to be going into are more favorable and better conditions than the ones that they will be leaving. We see that persons who have left, for example, the MVP camp, majority of them have not had the same level of success that they had while being in MVP. So what you wish for your athletes is that everybody will seek a quote-unquote better situation, but what you need to do is ensure that better situation brings you the success that you had, or brings you more success than you were having in the camp that you're leaving. So we'll look and see what will be happening. But at the end of the day, Coach, as Jamaican track and field fans and enthusiasts, what we want to see is our athletes doing their best on the track. So whichever camp they end up in, or in whatever situation they are, whether it's local or overseas, what we want from them is faster times and great placement at the major meets.
Right. You see, me tell us the Americans them are coming in at them feelings. because VPP say we need to give credit and cut this talk about standard was low. Jamaica just not up to the level this time. Let's move on, man. But
And we said that.
VPP,
We
we
acknowledge that.
qualified that. I mean, to see me, I
Yeah,
tell
man, we
them, look,
acknowledge that.
you people listen what you want to listen.
Yeah,
You know,
man,
look
but
on the context of the conversation.
coach, when I'm clear in my statements, coach, I don't I don't apologize and I don't seek validation. If I say something and somebody misunderstands what I say,
Mm.
I will oblige them sometimes and clarify. But if I don't clarify, then that is on them. Understand me? I say so.
Yeah.
I won't seek any. We are clear on what we said. As we said, to the winner goes the spoils. We congratulate the US athletes who, as I say, have done well in the sprints. 2 medals in the women's 100 meter, silver and bronze. 2 medals in the men's 100 meter, gold and bronze, and 2 medals in the women's 200 meter, gold and bronze.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
as I said, looking at the men's 200 meter, as a betting man, I would put some money on them sweeping those. Nine looking great, having not run well all season. When I look at the competition that is there, I think the only person who can break up the American 1, 2, 3 would be Thibogo. And I'm not seeing that fire in Thibogo's eye this year that we saw last year.
Yeah, kind of.
And I'm sure Kenny Benerick, who has a zeal and a zest to beat Noah Lyles over whichever distance, will be gunning hard in the 200 meter. Knighton is the emerging youngster. He hasn't run a lot this year. Will want to be on the podium, and Noah Lyles will be on a quest for a double, possibly a triple. We hear talks of him running the 4x4, which I think is a pipe dream. What do you think about that, coach? What do you think about? You think there is any? Let's say he wins the double. They get the 4x1, which is gonna be the day before the 4x4 back. Anyway, do you think America gambles and sticks him into the 4x4? Forgive him that 4th medal.
Good question, that's in a pioneer. Very good question. It's up. It's up to them. I don't know if they want to give authority, but I mean, they probably want to put Sergio ahead of Bolt at an Olympic in terms of 4 medal. So it could be on the cards.
It's not like they have a decent team, They have Quincy Hall. They have a lot of 400 meter runners. There's Deadman. And then there's even the youngster. There's even the youngster Quincy Wilson. And obviously they're gonna use Ray Benjamin on the 4x4 for sure. And there's Norman. So they have about 6 quality 400 meter people who are 44, 5 and under 400 meter runners. Would they gamble to give Noah Lyles some glory by running him on a leg of that 4x4? That is left to be seen.
If I was the coach, I would not gamble.
You wouldn't want to take a chance with that.
Because of the quality that I have in that pack, I can shuffle and use any 4 and they do well. It would be remiss of us to really gamble if I were the coach and put a Noah Lyles in just to try to prove to people. I would go for surety. And that conversation came up, Pioneer, also in the mixed 4x4, where they ran a world record in the first round.
Yeah.
Would you change that world record team if you were the coach?
Definitely, coach. If I'm putting, all right, and you have all right. So sports is competition, coach. If I run a world record and I'm looking at my competitors and I'm seeing the Netherlands bringing in, they swapped out Peters, who is a 4 hurdler, for Femke Bol, who is also a 4 hurdler. But on the flat 4, the difference between Peters and Femke Bol is probably almost 2 seconds. In terms of, so if I'm looking at the Netherlands as a competitor and seeing that they are bringing in added ammunition, somebody who will run 2 seconds faster than the person they are taking, then definitely I will be looking at my team to look at the foot speed that I have there and upgrade too. If somebody else is upgrading, if the competition is upgrading, coach, then I would be thinking of upgrading. I think they got a little bit cocky, having broken the world record, and a little bit overconfident. And I think they.
But Pioneer, look at it this way: the construct of their team, and with the world record run, don't you believe that all the team set up, it was to give the young lady a lead?
And for the ankle.
And she got the lead, but the lead was not as significantly.
Yeah, but when you look at Femke Ball, coach, and the form that she has been in, both over 400 and 4 hurdles this year, no lead under maybe 15 meters would be safe against Femke Ball. Keelan Brown doesn't have the quality to hold off a Femke Ball on that ankle leg, especially if Femke Ball is the hunter. We saw last year at the World Championships, coach, when in the 4x4, it was Stacey and Williams running the ankle leg for us, and she was hunted down by Femke Ball, even though she had what you could consider probably a 10-meter lead. And Stacey and Williams is a quality 400-meter runner, and I would dare to say Femke Ball has been better this year than she was last year. So I think
but the girl that Anka Brown, she far better than Stacey.
Yeah, man, she's better. But as I said, when you look at Femke Ball, coach, and the team that they run is a quality team, you know. And the team with Deadman and Vernon Norwood.
Pastor was saying that they should have dropped in a Sydney. You think Sydney would have been needed in that?
I heard Sydney in an interview. I think this was post US trials. They were asking her about her running the 4x4 and a possibility of her running the mixed relays. And her statement was, in whatever capacity the US coaches want her to run, she's willing to run. So I don't know if she was asked. I don't know if it was discussed or if it was considered. So that's it. Having run the world record in the heats, coach, and looking dominant
and comfortable.
I think it might have been a little bit. They might have been a little bit confident, overconfident. I might say, thinking that they had it in the bag. So
I think hindsight would have been
2020, obviously. Yeah, man. Hindsight
saying that she's they would have been overconfident, because you're going at the first round and you broke the world record. Yeah, we could have had somebody to up it, but when you look at a Sydney, do you think her coach would want her to go into that, knowing that she still have a Femke Ball to deal with, and she wants to go into that final super against a Femke Ball?
We don't know. I don't know what her coach might have been thinking. I don't know the thinking. I don't know the discussions might have happened. But the fact that Femke Ball was going to be running, if I were the coach, then maybe I would consider it a blow run. But I guess we can. I just say, coach, hindsight is 2020 in these things. But the results are what they are. But coach, I when I saw that Femke Ball was coming in, because I am very, 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 I am a big Femke Ball fan. When I saw her coming in, I was on I Am Sure, and we were doing the analysis and the commentary, and I said that Netherlands now becomes one of the favorites.
Yeah, man.
What happened, that is exactly what I expected to happen. And when I saw the last leg and saw how close she were how close the race was and how close she received the baton to the pack, I envisioned what was going to happen. I know that there was nobody that was in front of her that could hold her off. If you see how the race unfolded, she caught Brown and won the race by about 2 meters or a meter and a half. So she's that type of an athlete, coach. And I want to use that. I could segue from there, coach, to the 4 hurdles for women.
Before you go there, sir, remember a point where you're going to make scene with the 4 hurdles. People say that, well, RDD is saying the worst saying in sports is you don't change a winning team. And I can recall the same Jamaicans talking about Kemba Nelson when she was injected in that team. It's
4
the
by 1.
same Jamaican persons who are saying that why we change Brianna. Brianna did it already. We have to change our team we win last year. And now it's the same persons, RDD, saying that it's the worst thing in sports.
Hold on, coach. Yeah, we just comment on something that is happening on the screen. We've seen the 5,000 meters, coach. A lot of fallers in the 5,000 meter. Oh, unfortunately, a couple of athletes from Great Britain and the Netherlands falling in the 5,000 meter down the home stretchers at that time. They were in contention trying to run themselves into qualifying. Coach, listen, man.
Yeah.
You make adjustment. Sports is competition, coach, and like the general principle. If you're and we can cite a million examples in terms of even our sports. If your opponent is upgrading or improving, coach, if you think that because you're at a high standard, you don't need to upgrade or improve, then you're gonna get left behind. You're gonna get, you know what I say? People are gonna outdo you. So I'm saying if you're going up against a team that is adding a runner that will improve their time by 2 seconds, then you have to objectively look at that and say, listen, what are we gonna do to counter what the move that they're making? This is what sports. That's what you do in sports. If it's football, they might have the best left back or right back, but the opponent team, the opposition team is bringing on a winger who is speedy. Now you have to start look at your left back and wonder if he has the speed to contend with the person that they are bringing on. So that is what.
But Pioneer, sometimes, and I agree with your point, but sometimes it works both ways, right?
Explain.
In the sense where you have a 4x1 team and the fastest person upon the anchor, and this is example this is real example that I've had before. Seeing?
Yeah.
Our 4x1 team winning, running fast in right throughout the season. When it comes down to a situation in champs, we realize in the first round and in warm-up that this athlete might put us in a spot of bother when it comes down to the pressure situation. The athlete in question is faster and would help the team to run fast. We made the call, Pioneer, and take out that athlete who is the faster athlete and put one that is not as fast as the person on the anchor leg. So the faster person would be on the anchor leg, for insurance, so you can probably hold off a fast finishing team or you can run past somebody. We made the decision to move that person.
Probably to run the second leg.
No, take the person off the team and put a different different person on the anchor leg.
Yeah.
Going into that race, we won the race, winning in record-breaking time.
All right, well,
what would have helped that situation?
Yeah.
We saw that the anchor leg person, based off warm-up and all of that, the likelihood of that person running away, leave the baton or the marker is high.
All right, so there you go now. You're getting to where I was getting to. You're getting to the dynamics of the 4x1, coach. You see, because of the speed changing at the button.
Right.
That dynamic in the 4x1 is kind of different. Over 4x4 now, the main, and now you can't agree with me this. I agree with me here or disagree with me. The dynamics of the button changing plays a greater role in the 4x1. Over the 4x4, the main thing is foot speed. Would you agree with that?
Yeah,
foot speed is a greater dynamic in the 4x4. So the mix really is a 4x4 race. So you'll be looking at the flat 4 foot speed. I think that is a major dynamic you'll be taking into consideration over the 4x4. But as you're alluding to now, in the 4x1, you'll be looking at a person's ability to pass and receive the button.
And also foot speed.
Foot speed is a consideration, but you would almost say it's a 50-50 thing with the person when you're adding all of the dynamics of receiving and passing the button, especially for the two middle legs, use of the zone etc. When you bundle all of that in, that you'd almost say that's a 50-50 thing with that you take into consideration with the foot speed. Whereby in the 4x4 now, foot speed would account for probably 90% of the consideration you would give to include or not to include a person in the release. So,
but my point is that Pioneer, it's decision that is going to be made based off what the coach's discussion is, based off what the team is doing, based off foot speed, based off safety, based off all sort of things. So the decision can make to change a team, to upgrade it or classify it as downgrading it for the betterment of the team in terms of winning a medal or, you know, going for a faster time. So these decisions can help to get a medal, to get a record, or not to get a medal. That's the point I'm really
in
making.
hindsight, though, coach, that 4x that mixed relay, had Sydney McLaughlin been included, she runs away and wins that easily.
Yeah,
without even breaking a sweat. Probably you could almost look at it as like a practice run, a training run of sorts.
Yes.
She runs away with that. She gets the button because they got it in front.
She couldn't catch her, man.
She runs away.
She a beast for 4x4
and she has a faster flat forward than Femke Ball. So
exactly.
she wins that. The US probably breaks the record again by another second.
Yeah, man.
By another full second, and they win that gold medal. But as we say, hindsight is 2020. I'm sure going forward, if we have a similar situation going forward, you'll see them trying to do something different.
Definitely, because you learn from experience, you know.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Definitely.
And it also depends on the coach that is there. Because remember, our personality run it, you know, your own philosophy. So if a man go there and a team break a world record again and him say, yo, man, I change a team, or somebody go there and say, all right, we are going to add some insurance. So this man split 44-1. So here what we are going to put a man who can split 43-9 or something. So that is a faster leg speed you're putting into it. And you know, say it can work and it cannot work too.
You're right, coach. You're right, man. Coach, I'm looking on screen. I'm seeing the 5,000 meter heats continue, but also of note, I'm seeing the high jump for men qualifiers. I remember listening to your podcast with you and your co-host, and he was talking up the chances of Javelin. He's out. Seemed to have injured his ankle in the high jump.
Yeah.
I couldn't give him a shot over Barshim or Tambiri.
No.
Or the Australian. Those gentlemen are the three that are showing that they are the farm horses this season. And I think the winner will come from one of those three. But Harrison is out.
Yeah, he's out.
We're also seeing in the 5,000 meter, you were seeing Inga Britton after the disappointment of not medaling in the 1,500 yesterday. We're seeing him in the heats at the 5,000 meter.
Juggling at the back.
As usual, you know, that is his style when he runs the 5,000. Sad for him though. Can't see him for win one of the major titles, coach. Run out of the medals completely.
You know, something says a rookie mistake he make.
Big time. I think so too. But
mistake, you know.
The other thing, do you know, coach, the times were quick fast because it was actually an Olympic record
Olympic record, yeah. That beat him.
And Josh Carr just seem to have the beating of Inga Britton. Just can't seem to get the better of Josh Carr. We remember last World Championships and now at the Olympic Games. But I'm sure that the disappointment this year is even worse, having not even been on the podium any at all. You know, so he'll be seeking some redemption over this 5,000.
With less than 100 meters to go.
It was completely run out of it, coach. I'm sure that it is a bit of disappointment. The point I was making though, coach.
The 4 hurdles.
The 4 hurdles.
Yeah.
A lot of persons think it's a foregone conclusion for Sydney. While Sydney starts favorite for me, Femke Ball is going to be dangerous. She actually broke, I don't know if you know, she actually broke 51 seconds. A little minor meet, and I think it was same place in France here. She ran 50.95.
Yeah.
To Sydney's 50.65. That is going to be a classic race. It's going to be one for the books. come the finals of these 400 hurdles for women.
Both 4 hurdles. But keep going.
Yeah, man. The men, the speaker, the men is we're expecting the men to be.
We're not finished with the woman yet, man.
Yeah, but me I say, we can put the man, guys. But for me, coach, if Sydney allows Femke Ball to be beside her coming in the home stretch, Femke Ball wins.
Really?
Yeah, man. We think it's a Femke Ball. And coach, it is as Jamaicans I say, something we are come, so we are going to see. But I think it's a Femke Ball has that and no disrespect to Sydney, because Sydney is a super athlete. But I think so is Femke Ball. I think Sydney have to beat her after the curve and get to the top of the key. 2 meters ahead of her and then just finish going home. But I think if it come down to a foot race to the line, Femke Ball, give Femke Ball. Give Femke Ball a 25% chance of winning this, coach. I don't know if you agree with me or disagree.
You know what I think, which is what you just alluded to. It's gonna be an epic race.
Here you go. One for the book.
I think Femke is going to push Sydney and both. Well, me not say both. I think she might run. Well, my prediction is a sub 50.
Sub 50. Very close to 50. Very close to 50.0 something. I think it's gonna take, because this track is proving to be fast over 400 meter, coach. We look at the sprint times. I don't know, guys. We heard before that the track makers saying this is gonna be one of the fastest tracks in history, but we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it on the straights. But for some reason, the 400 times for both women and men, and the 4 hurdles times have seemed to be super fast for both women and men. So on this track, I am seeing 50.09, 50.1 something as the winning time in that 4 hurdles. It's gonna be super fast.
You know, I am sticking to. I don't normally go up on a limit up on here, and when me wrong, you know.
Yeah.
I am never one to say, oh, whatever, fine excuse. I am going for sub 50.
Sub 50.
No, somebody called in and said that Sydney is not battle tested.
No, man, that's not true.
And I see somebody in the comment section again.
That's not true.
Said that she has not run under any pressure.
No, man,
I am not.
Tested. That person doesn't know track and field.
All are the pioneer.
Yeah.
All in the game also said that 50.9 that Femke ran was at altitude.
Yeah, man, but you cruise. If you look at the race, coach, it was minimum effort. Minimum effort, as little effort as she could on that 50. She's in super shape, coach. Believe me,
I agree. But me I go for 50. Me I go for sub 50 from
50,
Sydney.
All right. For those who say Sydney has been battle tested, that's not true. Sydney has been battle tested as a youngster. Remember, Sydney took the title, wrestled the title away from Dalila Mohammed. Dalila Mohammed was
that Dalila Mohammed was an old lady then.
No man. Dalila Mohammed broke the world record when she beat Sydney.
That's what I told the person.
Yeah, man. So Dalila Mohammed broke the world twice. She beat Sydney twice to break the world record. Come on. And then Sydney basically, and this is these things in sports, coach. This is the ultimate in sports. A youngster facing a veteran. Whoa, we see Bashim here holding his hamstring also, coach. No, his calf.
Is that Bashim or Tambiri?
No man, Bashim, man.
Hold on, but me just see Tambiri go run on the bag.
But Bashim is actually down. Tambiri is actually standing right beside him now, trying to assist him.
It's not his hamstring. Look like I'm calf.
I'm calf. Yeah, man, I'm calf. I'm holding him calf.
Whoa.
Interesting. But back to the conversation, coach. Listen, man. Because when Sydney was running against Dalila Mohammed was in the prime of her form.
Yeah.
Peak. And then by another Olympic cycle, Sydney basically rested, and this was still a very young Sydney. wrestled the reins from her. And now he's sitting at top of the perch. And here comes Femke Ball trying to wrestle away that supremacy from Sydney. For me, this is the ultimate thing about what sports is. It's about taking over, trying to rule the rules, and then trying to stay at top of that perch that you would have gotten to. And while other persons are trying to knock you off of your perch. So let's see. Sydney's a super athlete, man. I just have a liking for Femke Ball. I like that she brings that fire. I think she's a racer. I think she's a competitor, and I think she's gonna be up for the fight come the finals at the four hurdles.
I see them as two aliens, you know.
Yeah, man.
I just the better alien I go step up.
And we'll see that come tomorrow in the finals, Brethren. I'm looking forward to that with great anticipation, coach. That is one of the things that, and since we could segue from there now to the men and explore what is possible and what we're likely to see from the men. How you thought the Santos look in his semifinal in his heat that he ran?
He looks smooth. He look easy. I think the Santos, even in the London Diamond League, you know, I think he was playing possum, you know.
Yeah, man, I agree.
I think he was playing possum. He's just watching them to see how they maneuver. I think Roy Benjamin ran with more effort than all three.
Yeah, man.
Warholm hit that last hurdle, so that kind of threw off his rhythm.
Yeah.
In the last 40-meter runoff of that 10th hurdle. So I definitely I am picking Roy Benjamin still enough. But
you know, Roy Benjamin may have to win it for real, coach. But all right, I know you saw the semi-final joint. The Santos and Warholm is in the same semi-final. Yeah, Jahil Hyde is also in that semi-final. Wow. So I'm watching to see what the strategy will be in that semi-final in terms of, I think the Santos will just easy. We know Warholm runs one way. The Santos is in the far outside lane, by the way. Yeah. I think the Santos will allow Warholm to run in his traditional Viking method where he runs at one piece and win that. But then I think come the finals, I have Roy Benjamin breaking the world record and winning. But we're gonna see what happens here. But that is gonna be one of the races. I think our Jamaican athletes, coach, I think both Clark and Malik James King have a outside shot of a medal. I'm gonna tell you the scenario I envision in which they could win a medal. The battle coming into the home stretch is so bitter between the big three. Somebody clips a hurdle, loses rhythm, and allows probably a Malik James King to run on with his super finish and snatch a bronze medal. But I think there will be fourth and fifth somewhere. They'll be in fourth and fifth trying to run into medal contention. But that is another race that I'm definitely looking forward to.
You know, we said the same thing, Pioneer, in our preview, but I like the finish of Malik James King, but he has to have that high level of concentration, because in London, I saw he was poised. However, he clipped the 9th and the 10th hurdle trying to do too much.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You understand?
But I'm sure that he would have learned from that, coach.
Right.
He definitely would have learned from that.
He would have learned from that. But when I look at a Kieran Master, he's right in the mix, you know. And I was saying that
he has looked so good. He has looked so good this year, doing a coach.
Right.
Kieran Master has not looked like himself this year. I think the Jamaicans are a little ahead of him this year.
I agree. But again, for me, the big three are inseparable. But if any one of them make mistake, Malik James King, Clark, Mac Master can eat them food. And that's what we said. That's what we said.
Yeah, man, can slide in for a medal. I think, boy, it's gonna be a hot race. A very hot race. I think Jahil Hyde, if he wants to make the finals, I think he might have to go PB in the semi-final.
Yeah, he has to. He
They're
have to go 47.
47.
And that might not be enough.
And not just 47. If you go 47-9, it's still gonna be tough. The standard of the 4 hurdles and in both. I was looking at even the ladies qualification coach yesterday. I was saying to somebody we were on I Am Sure, I was saying, listen, there was a time when 55 flat got you into the finals of an Olympics World Championships. And now people are on 54 low and can't make it in. The standard is at a talking about that, back to that race, coach. I see Rochelle Clayton breaking the national record here.
Yeah, man, we predicted that too.
Yeah, man, she about the national record.
And it has to do with the projection. Last year she ran 53 at trials.
Yeah, man.
And go run fast at the World Championship, and then she run 52 this year. Yeah, so we look forward to her possibly going sub 52.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if she ran a 51.9. It is for me. It is on the cards. She looks in that shape and she looks in that form. She looks like the preemptive bronze medalist favorite to win the bronze medal. Cockrell could offer. It's 2 different races, coach. It's the top 2. It's the top 2.
We said 3. I think last time we said 3 in the Pioneer. You know why I said 3? I'm assuming you talk you're 3. You're 2. Yeah. My 3 is that sub 49, sub 40, sub 50. So it's a race with the clock. See?
Yeah, man.
Then it is a race between Femke and Sydney. That are 2, And then a race for the bronze medal.
But if you even want to break it up even more than that, I think it's a race between Sydney and Femke. If we just want to keep it if we even want to ignore the clock and keep it amongst the athletes, I think it's a race between Sydney and Femke. Then it's a race for the bronze medal between Cockrell and Clayton, and then the rest. Big PB by Cheyenne Salmon yesterday. Love that. I'm sure she'll be harboring thoughts of sub 53 in the finals. That might just, I think it puts her into medal contention, but it augurs well for her. But I think the person who is the greatest threat to Clayton's medal prospect is actually Anna Cockrell. She's running well this year. She's been on the scene, come from college, has been thereabout. I think she has aspirations of a medal. Since I think she offers the toughest test or the toughest challenge to Clayton's medal hopes. But as I said, coach, 3 different races. If you're gonna add the clock to it, you can say it's 4 different races.
Yeah, definitely.
The top 2 will be in a race by themselves, and then there'll be a race for the bronze medal, and then there'll be the rest of the people who, running for the minor places. So
we were saying on the men's side, the 4 hurdles, I have Roy Benjamin to win that title. But I saw Warholm in London. You can see that he was a little bit off rhythm. When I saw him open up his first round at the Olympic Games, I was like, wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
That is the Viking. You're getting, you're in love with him, coach. You're not going to get less than, if he's going to lose, he might go down in a bitter battle. And you can't ask more than that from any athlete. He's going to battle to the end. He's a real Viking. You understand me? I say, so.
Stick up in there. So Barshim go back, go jump, though, and him clear, and him still a clutch on to him something there,
Yeah. All right, let me see if I can catch your feed. I can actually switch your feed a little bit just now. So I didn't
jump
see that.
on and him clutch the
calf again. Let's hope it's nothing major. Let's hope it's just maybe some tightness or some cramps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hope
compete still.
Yeah, man. Not a worry that in the sport again, too. But back to Warholm, coach.
Yeah.
That man gives you nothing more than 100% every time him touch the track. I like that about him. I like that. I like an athlete who you can depend on him to be in the fight. And as long as him healthy, you will get that 100% from him. If you go beat him, you have to beat him not because him not give him best effort. You have to beat him because you have to show say you're better than him to beat him. And that is another added component to this race, which are gonna make it even super excited. Because the Americans, I've heard persons in the American media, even after Warholm ran the world record, the 50.9 last year, to win and break the world record. Persons are still saying Rai should have won that race. I mean, I said, what? So Rai Benjamin comes in to this with the American hope on his back. I don't know if you know some people like Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco on them podcasts. He's offering some $50,000 incentives to some athletes for some gold medals, and they basically called out. They named a couple of persons specific. Noah, Gabby, Shakari, and Rai Benjamin was one of the persons with the name. So America has great hope, and harbors great hope of them winning this title. We're seeing Beckford in the qualifications at the high jump on screen, coach Jamaican Beckford. Let's see how he goes. Oh, when he knocks off the bar, I think that was his final attempt. A little bit of showmanship on the. I don't like his run up though, coach. His run up seems a little slow.
Yeah, look upon it.
Yeah, man, slow run up. A little bit of theatrics on the mat. Best jump of 224. Goes out at 227. I think that Britson winning his heat of the men's 5,000.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the takeoff are the problem. You're not getting no height.
Yeah, man, and you need some speed in your run up to help you with the takeoff.
So you can propel, up. Yeah.
Man, speed is too slow. It's too slow to ask me in his takeoff. Also have on screen here, coach.
But Pioneer, before we forget, and you share the same notion with the masses in Jamaica that Kishian actually won that race.
No. In real time, coach, because I was actually commentating on the race on I Am Sure Sport. And I called the race on Noah when they crossed the finish line. I think I can't be a hypocrite, coach. Disappointed as I am as a Jamaican. Disappointing as I am to think that Noah is gonna be the man to rule the roost from here, for the next 4 years, so to speak. Unless I rule the roost, the man who has the Olympic title is seen
world
as that guy, and is also the world champion. All right. So as disappointed as I am from a Jamaican standpoint, in real time, and then would I be a big hypocrite? Because in real time, if anybody wants, they can go back and listen to the I Am Sure podcast. I called it in real time, even while all the athletes were standing up, looking at the jumbotron to see who won the race, and even before the official result came out. Based on what I saw in real time, I thought that Noah won the race. All right.
Yes,
when I look at the photo finish, it's even closer than I thought it was. But in real time,
you can see the run through.
I see the run through because it is a little bit similar, coach. Not exactly similar, but a little similar to the 100 meter for women last year at the World Championships. We were focusing on Shelly and Shaka and Sharika, and then and the same thing happened here. I was focusing on the bitter battle between Noah and Fred Curley on the inside, and then when I looked, I saw a flash of blue with a little streak of red and white on the inside. I'm like, who is that? I said, wow, Noah Lyles came through. No, it looked like Noah has gotten it. Noah came through and won it. That is what I observed in real time while watching the race on the television and in giving commentary on the race. So I'm gonna be a hypocrite now to think that when I look back at all of this, the angles and everything from the replay, it is known in track and field circles, coach, and it has been known for people that it is a torso that is what determines it.
Factor,
yeah, man. Not a clearing leg.
As I mentioned, the torso point, the Pioneer. Sorry to cut you. people went back as far as the Merlin Otti and Gail
Real
Divas
deep,
photo
yeah, man.
finish. And I
Yeah.
say, Gail Divas head past the line first, so why they give? But at that particular juncture in track and field, the rule was not as explicitly clear as it is now. Because
You see that one from a coach? That one is far more questionable than this one.
yeah.
Yeah, that for me, that is more far more. I think that Noah wonder is let me, I hate you see, and we are gonna always have that because people are gonna be disappointed, and you are gonna always have that. But I won't be a participant or in that discussion, coach. I'm very close to it. Very disappointed that Kishian never execute as well as he would have wanted to. I think I said this. Noah should cut that gold medal in two and give half of it to Fred Curley.
Yeah, Fred Curley.
It is the pressure that was brought to bear because you could see that Kishian was basically fighting off Fred, and I think that is where he kind of lost form. He lost that. You see that comfort that we have for sprint show where that make him hold him firm and execute how he want to execute. The pressure being brought to bear by Curley, and he was going through all of that while Noah was executing his perfect race, family and seven, the best race in life. Seeing family and seven, and that allowed him to come show and come win the gold medal. So, give it up, man. Let's just salute the man. I know you call him father hype, coach, and yeah, he's a hype
man.
Yeah, give it up to father hype if you want, and he brings something. The truth, I ended up in a bitter debate with some people. Was it yesterday? Or day before? I think it might have been day before yesterday. Where I was saying to them, Kishian Thompson's name in the world of sports today is bigger because of the competition or the rivalry that is building up or has been put in the media between him and Noah Lyles. And it can only mean greater things for Kishian going forward. He's gonna make a world of money. He's gonna be a rich man because of this budding and brewing rivalry that is here right now. I'm sure the next time they race coach on the Diamond League circuit, the eyes of the world will be on the television. I'm sure that the Diamond League organizers and the promoters, the track and field promoters, are going to shell out the big bucks to get that rematch.
And you're right, because I said that the youth them to make some money,
They're going to make some.
Them for just make a one-half big race between
them.
No,
but we won't have one-half. I see them clashing at least 2 more times before the season.
Oh, okay, 2. Okay, no,
yeah, remember, you're gonna have the Diamond League finals. I haven't even looked at to see who is gonna host the Diamond League finals this year. But for sure, you're gonna have them clashing in the Diamond League final. I'm sure say Kishian and Frano want the rematch there. I'm sure say no one now go back down from the rematch there. And even if I'm figure say Kishian probably spunk him and run a fast time, still won't matter. Noah will still be the Olympic champion, but at least Kishian will get a little satisfaction to prove to the world. So indeed, I'm really fast than that future. And if both stays healthy through the half season, going into the World Championship in Japan next year, we're sure we can anticipate and expect another showdown. Noah will be the reigning world champion, and Kishian will be the man coming for that title. So it just and it means what has happened, coach. I love it. The more eyes have been drawn to track and field, remember last Olympics, and it was the women's 100 meter that was the big show. The men's 100 meter in the last Olympics in Tokyo was a little wishy-washy sideshow, so to speak. Now this year the big show was actually back to being the big show. Man. And I'm sure that going forward from here, from the finals yesterday, before yesterday, as a matter of fact, before that, it has brought eyes and interest into track and field, and in particular into the 100 meter that was waning. And those things, we have the American media. Every American media outlet is carrying that interest now, from Fox to ESPN to the minor networks. You know what I say? Even non-sporting networks are now showing an interest.
Yep.
It can only mean big things for everybody, and I'm sure Kishian will be a rich man just based on this. I'm sure the disappointment is still fresh in our mind and in our mouth right now, but redemption is still ahead. As a coach, if he can stay healthy, then his time is coming, brethren. Just keep healthy, youth, keep training. I'm sure it's a Frano. is not happy leaving these Olympics without a title.
Mm-hmm.
So I know said that in itself to go spur Frano. We have a bunch of young girls around there who, Frano now accept it. Frano want back him title. This is the first in 5 Olympic games that Frano has that he hasn't coached the women's 100 meter champion. Saying so I know say, it just gonna mean the competition. The America is back and Jamaica, we still have enough in the cabinet for go back for what we think is rightfully ours. See, so as disappointing as it is right now, my things are looking forward. I am excited, coach. Believe it.
Yeah. I've seen a little clippings with David Riley talking about the fact that because some rules in the book based off the 100th of a second, they didn't use that or they use the 100th of a second and not the 1000th of a second.
1000th of a second, yeah.
And it should have been a tie. They should have shared the gold medal. I don't know. I have not revisited the rules, but no.
I've watched a lot of track and field.
Mm-hmm.
Been watching the Olympic Games with understanding since 1984. As young as I am, I watch the Olympic, understanding track and field. I cannot remember a gold medal in a track race being shared. I stand corrected. Somebody can remember. The silver medal that I remember is in 2008 with Sharon and Karen Stewart. I remember and I can't remember any other sharing of a medal on the track. And I definitely don't remember any gold medals being shared in a track event. I don't know. Some person said they were too hastened, and this is where I probably agree with people. In times past, if we see when it's that close, it might take a little longer to start out. Some person said they were too hastened, the results came up too quick. Especially when you look back on the replay, some people say the results came up too quick. They awarded considering the closeness, they were too quick for awarded to Noah. You can't say yeah, I need to that. But as I say, in real time, watch it and thought that Noah won. When you look at the replays, I thought it was really close, but I still think that Noah won based on the replays. But a tie, I don't see that happening. They were gonna find some way of separating the two. Was there bias in the separation? I don't think so. Frano himself have acceded to the fact that he thinks
So I my thing on that Pioneer, it was just a poor execution for Kishen.
Yeah, man, I agree with that.
Because if normally Kishen would have had some separation from the field in to how fast he is.
Yeah, man.
And that didn't happen.
Thanks to Fred Curley. Fred Curley did that.
Right, because when I look at even the photo start, Kishen, even Noah get off of the pedals before Kishen.
Before him, yeah man, sure.
Kishen was the last person to get off the pedal,
Yeah, he got in front of them at 30 doing a coach. He got in front of them at 30,
Right, so because of his quick acceleration.
Yeah.
But then because Fred Curley was very stubborn.
Yeah. There was I don't know if I saw the heat map. The heat map that they showed, where they were showing.
Yeah, I saw it.
So if you notice, coach, at 40 meters, Kishen was out front. The only person that was closest to him was Fred Curley. At 60, still Fred Curley. No, I was nowhere on the map at that time. At 80, and I think that is where the pressure was brought to be. At 80, he was still trying to make that separation from Curley. And
Curley get rid of Curley. Right.
Curley. So it's that grip and that grit now to ensure that the line is right there. There's no way I get him before the line, cause him for lose form. All of that happen while Noah execute him the best race time life. Right. I keep him firm. I come through the pack.
So what happened with Kishen now? Kishen was basically I first see my run and him shoulder tighten up.
Tighten up and him teeth are
grimace and all of them thing there because if Fred Curley was in the race and him alone, certainly he would have won.
There you go. Or if there was a lane between him and Curly, where he wasn't feeling him so closely upon his shoulders, it would have been a different race, coach. But water under the bridge. And I'm sure he'll learn from this. It will make him a better sprinter. My only concern for this youth, a greatness in his future, coach. My only concern is if he keeps good health. So I hope Sefrano and the MVP camp does everything to keep him healthy. We think the best of Kishian Thompson is ahead of us. Saying so, I'm disappointed as I am, coach, as a Jamaican. I'm excited as a track and field fan. Is it what I say?
Definitely. We have a call online. Caller, welcome to the show.
Good morning, coach.
Good morning.
This is Kayla.
What's up, Kayla? Me never want to call out the name, because the last time I do it, you say.
No, man. You know what the problem is? Oblique was supposed to breathe down our neck. We're missing oblique. So you saw Fred Curly put pressure upon Kishian.
Yeah.
Oblique was supposed to be the person to do it. And the only thing what I'm really concerned now with David Riley, I've been through couple junior events with him, and the whole me try to play off and play and don't go by the rule book, and him pull out the rule book and always appeal and win the appeal for the Jamaica juniors. So that's the only reason why I'm not really question what they have said, because I've seen where the people that run in the meet make some bad decision and he go for his rule book and he make the appeal and he always win the appeal. Maybe friend of love talk and I don't know the rule book I'm supposed to do. No, I'm not saying that no, I don't win, but the fact that I trust David Riley because he have a lot of knowledge about the sport. As somebody when know, just know, so when you go out with him and the juniors and when you try to play them, he's gonna go for that rule book.
That is true. I agree.
He might go for the rule book and him always have credible argument. Me never see him lose one appeal yet. So
I can attest to that.
Even let me tell you, a lot of Jamaican athletes and coach don't know the rules. Look what happened to our Christopher Taylor. Simple because it make him get banned, They have these athletes and coach have to go educate themselves and know the rules, because these are stuff that's going to happen over and over. And people are saying that, Kishian choke. When Noah came to his first Olympic, Noah was a favorite in the 200 meter, more favorite than Kishian. And he got a bronze medal.
All right. We'll definitely not call that a choke. By the way, I've noted, coach. Rush, just 1 second. Romy and Beckford qualified for the finals at the high jump, coach, with the 224.
Oh yeah,
finishing
that is good.
8th place qualifier. Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Yes. So if Noah can come back from a bronze medal, Kishian could come back from a silver medal. And me not give up on oblique, I'm not giving up on oblique. Oblique have potential. They might call him, he might the choke and he might this and he might that, but oblique go rise because I'm coach. And I'm sure you saying we're gonna have a nice talk with him. And it's only up front here. We never said them say Jamaica man sprinting done after Bolton. I was supposed to be on the podium for Olympic. The Americans are supposed to sweep the podium, And I feel good because last Olympic, we don't even make no final. And Oblique has been bringing Jamaican for the last, this is Oblique 4 championship, 2 Olympics,
No, man. He was in the Olympic final last time, coach.
Yes, not finals. He was
semi-final. He went out in the semi-final. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
so me not give up. Him young and Akeem Blake just needs to clean up him finish. Me not give up, man. We look good enough because we have some juniors down there. If I go well in Gary card, go put out some beat in a couple years. I know if them stay healthy and stay disciplined, If you look at American pool behind, them not have Jamaica more stuck, even with the woman them,
Definitely.
So yeah, we ain't no walkover, and I know everybody talk about Jamaica flap and this. We still have medals. We never left no Olympic without no medals, and even American have time when they went fall.
They are these kind of championships. They are these kind of championships. Yeah. I remember 2017. Yeah. 2017 was probably people are quarrel about these Olympics. 2017 was probably our worst outing in the last 20 years in a major champion. I remember three medal winner, so coach. Is Omar McLeod and that gold medal in the 110 hurdles saved us. Both won the bronze, and I think But it was disappointment after disappointment. We hear about kind of disputing at the camps between athletes. We still have at least 5 to 6 medal prospects still to come at these Olympics.
Yes.
We just hope for a one gold medal. Jamaica, we have gotten so used to gold medals. I would hope say between a Nikisha Price or Akira Nugent, they can get us a gold medal. But we're still in good stead, man. And I agree with you, Carla. For me, the future looks bright. Coach and Carla, what do you think is the formula for oblique Seville? I have my own little notion as to what I think needs to happen. But what do you think is the formula? How do you think we can fix things with him going forward?
You have to start run more Diamond League race and run against the big guns. Them get used to them.
That is my formula. I don't know why Gomez is refusing to put him out there. They need to go to Europe, coach. We need to see him run with these gentlemen week in, week out. Them beat you, you beat them. So when you come into these big finals, you have a level of familiarity. You feel so strange. You have that nervous energy that this is a man who you and him run on a regular basis. I think that is the formula that coach. We have. I think this is his 5th season as a senior. I don't think Oblique run 5 Diamond League meets yet, coach. So I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know why Glenn Mills don't want
to. So let me share my little 2 cents.
Yeah,
I agree. He needs to be out there challenging and competing with the very best in the sport. Diamond League basically keep you up to date and all of these things. But the bigger issue is for him to remain healthy.
Yes.
So I believe there has to be something in terms of some overall. Him need to hook him up on the computer, carry one of those parts shop and just string him up and do some detailed analysis of him. Him need to probably check Dr. Muller more regularly too. So as him go on the circuit and compete, get your checkup, get this, get that. Because I think more so it's not about competing with the big guns. It's about staying healthy for him. So that is a part of it. But Oblique is fragile. If you look at his frame, Oblique is not muscular. And you think it is because him now put in a gym work. It's a possibility that him now put in a gym work because of back issues, because of whatever injury concerns he has been having. So it is more so of keeping him healthy rather than, in addition to him being on the circuit. That's my
the question. But I ask that though, coach. The question: do you think his I'm gonna use the word poor, even though it's kind of someone that say I can't call 991 a poor performance. But do you think his poor performance in the finals was more mental or physical?
Even after the semi-final, he look injured. You can see when the app when he take off the shoes in the semi-final.
I think it's both. It could be both, Pioneer. It could be both.
But put more upon the mental.
Yeah, I think, but to dismiss Father Hype again in the semi-finals and coming into the finals, I'm not sure how much of a mental issue he had there.
No, but then, coach, we have in the 3 championships that Oblique has made the finals. He has looked spectacular in all 3 semi-finals. We cannot deny that. As a matter of fact, he has won all 3 semi-finals.
True.
So if you are, I don't want to call Asaf a name beside him. I don't want to put that curse on the man's career. But it's almost Asaf like. You sure it's almost Asaf 2004 like. You dismiss Maurice Green in the semi-final looking also impressive. And then you're coming at the finals. And so if it happened one time, coach, I can't say it's a physical thing. But when this is a 3rd time it's happening, when you are making it to the final and then you run 981 in the semi, a PB, and then you're coming at the finals, come run 991 at the back of the park. That for me is more mental than physical.
I kind of agree, Pioneer, but then again, he said that he just can't stay healthy. And him just can't understand when he come to the final and the championship, him just always get injured.
You see, if he's a one-half race man, coach, you see, if he's a one-half race man, make him go run some Diamond League. If he's put him on the Diamond League, make some money, run some one-half race. I'm a thing that will do a world of good for his mental.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I want to find out something, coach. You see, people will put some respect on you and Blake name now. You see, when you and Blake were healthy, no American boy couldn't run up on him. They're right behind Bolt. Bolt go for the goal and you and Blake, they're behind him. So now people will start put respect on you and Blake because at healthy you and Blake, no boy couldn't run up. Just no saying they're behind Bolt. And in the 2012 in the 2012 Olympics, Warren Ray was the Akim Blake in the 200 meter and he pushed through and create the sweep. So you see why people should respect them, man, there? Because guess what? When you and Blake healthy, no boy. You see, last time you and Blake beat American, the man will come off 5 kilo and vex. Like, that's why people should respect him because him not choked. So when them see him now run good, they must know that he has to be when injured bring down him career, and now people for respect him because he show up when it matter. If it wasn't no Bolt, him would have never in them race. And now them appreciate him.
Bolt is Blake when he's here healthy color is a beast, man. He's a beast and he's the beast. Trust me.
Them man they not choke. Him come through. And I see the Americans them talking about breaking the 4x100 man record. Who go run the you and Blake leg there? Who them have to run the leg there?
If them get, I think it's a little out of them reach, but the track is fast, and if them get the handoff right, I think them can run something. Yeah, man, it's in the 400 meters. I think I was laughing yesterday, coach, and said maybe the juice in the track there, not the curve there, because we are to the 400 meter and the 400 meter hurdles time them being super fast.
But it can't be in a curve on the 200 at 21.8.
There you go. Well, that's up. But I don't know. But you know,
first curve on the back stretch.
We see if I get it. We see if I get it in the over the 400 them. But you know, see
and even Michael Fritter when run a good start like the race have to be they have to have a perfect race to get the record there.
I think them can go sub 37, but the 36, 84 is a stretch. But I think them can go if them get them button, them handoff right. I think them can run it.
So
look on the personal them up. Them can break it, man. A Christian Coleman to Fred to Kenny to Noah, them can break it, man. And then can use the Oxtail man on the third leg.
Them can use nothing on the third.
Them not break nothing.
I think about Christian Coleman to Benerick. Benerick ran the back stretch in the world release. Something them all go Christian Coleman. I think them all use Fred in the well, I don't know. The man is the bronze medalist.
Bronze medalist.
How do you leave him out of the four?
Coach, who would you use? Andrew or Brian Lavelle? Who would you use on that curve?
Based on how I see them run the 200, I would go with Andrew. Andrew quick out of the something that Andrew could have even do the starting to.
Any update on the update and oblique?
No, we see him like him go check the doctor, you know. Him go check Muller again, you know. So we don't know what kind of situation is there right now.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, coach, you guys have a blessed day, and you know me at the end of the chat.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Taylor. Thanks
and
for
you know, we let me tell you something. Jamaica always leave and upset some American. You know, maybe Alloway go get the beating again. Alloway, we never know. Somebody had left a cry, you know. Me don't know who, but somebody go left a cry. Just a bit optimistic still.
Akira Nugent broke the world record, my girl. And
she got me forgot to the beating if you come. Because I said them supposed to sweep the race there too, you know.
Nikisha Price, I got put on a marker.
But you wouldn't be upset though. It wouldn't be upset,
but if she drop a 48 too, and I win the gold medal, it would be a big thing for Jamaica. So let's hope. We still have hope, man. We're not throwing the towel yet.
Yeah, man.
Getting some gold medals. We're still out here fighting and competing. So.
Yeah, we not left without a gold medal. That me can tell you. And for the women 4x100, I'm not writing them off because I see USA use a weak team and beat Jamaica already. And no speed win relay.
Yeah,
It's not speed win relay.
yeah,
not
I'm just
only
saying,
speed. Just put in only. Put only in that, you're right. It's not only
not
speed with it.
only, yes, not
Yeah,
only.
yeah.
That's what I'm supposed to say. Because I see USA use a weaker team and beat Jamaica back to back. So no medal should be handing out in relay. We gotta wait and see. Now, yeah, them kind of we need look weak, but you never know. You
We're
never know.
hoping
It's
that
relay,
like how
nothing
everybody is
guaranteed.
there. We're hoping like how everybody is there and they're not competing in individual events, that they might put in some relay practice and them hungry enough and thirsty enough and have, and hurt enough. When I say hurt, I mean men
Yeah, man.
have
Them,
that
them, need- them, they, yeah.
have
Them
that
need to
desire,
have
that hunger and
some
desire.
determination. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, man. For do it for the nation. You know what I
gold
say? That
medal.
is the hope.
Yeah, the
Um,
man them I think will medal. If everything go right. I don't know about goal, but anything is possible. And I think if Noah and Kishan get that back in the same
that is
time,
that
you never know.
Carla, that is something that I'm thirsting to see. I am
Yes.
thirsting to see Christian
Yep.
gets it
Redemption is gonna be
like
right
a
there.
like a foot behind Noah, and the two of them are go down the home stretch, and we could see
Yeah.
that would be and I think that would create as a matter of fact that would even create a even sweeter component to the whole rivalry. You know what I say? So
You know what
it's a can
happened?
feel,
You know
man.
that. Yeah. You know that last World Championship, Ron Watson get the medal right beside Noah, but him
the
just couldn't do
button.
the job.
Yeah, yeah,
You know have
yeah.
it, you know have it, man. You know have it. No, it's a beast on that ankle leg still, So it'll take another beast to contend with him and to beat him, Bridge.
Yeah, man.
So
Well, maybe me don't know if the grass can come through for we if we can come through. 100.
Canada have
Well,
them big team up there, no? But the gentlemen seem to be in the farm that they were in former years. So,
yeah, yeah.
but they have them big team with Rodney and Brown and
Yeah, me tell you, Italy is what we got to look out for. Italy is the problem.
yeah,
Yeah,
man. Italy
but
and Canada and Great Britain
yeah,
are the contenders.
yeah, but we see something that like him have some issues,
Who that?
Oh.
The outgoing Olympic
On the
champion.
champion.
Or,
You think that was just at Regin? Yeah, you see. Anyway, I don't want to do that to the athletes and stuff. But some things, Virgin, I think some people create scenarios for the optic side. Cause I fast
Yeah.
never see as the fastest I ever see a man get strapped up after a race, coach.
Yeah, him gets chopped up so fast.
No
We
wonder how
don't
the man
know
gets
what's
strapped up so
wrong.
quick. It's almost like they had somebody at track side waiting
So
to
somebody
administer.
couldn't strap up oblique for you. Somebody couldn't strap up oblique real quick for you.
I was surprised that while the others athletes were still celebrating the man. When we look, we see the man come up the track with strap up with ice pan him calf. I said, "Whoa, that was fast." At a point, I almost started, didn't finish the race. And when I see the strap up on him, when we go back and look on the summer, Jacobs,
Jacob.
coach,
I think that if he
before
had
them bring
stayed
up the
healthy,
summer,
he would have.
before they brought up the summer, him run a good race too, season best. Listen, Bridget, in that race, everybody, I thought, even Sim being surprised me I ran a good race. The two disappointments for me in that race were Oblique Sybil and Thibault.
Yeah.
I think Thibault should have been a little further along, coach, than he actually is. For a man who run 991 and look cross from Bowji and Kume at World Juniors, and for his talent him have. Saying me think say I thought he would have been a little further ahead now.
No, but him 200-meter time good though, I know.
I think
Yeah, but me think when I the 9.7 by now, Bridget.
Hey,
Him run
hey,
9.86.
hold on.
Yeah.
Consideration. He lost his mother this year.
Yes.
Next thing, I believe that Thibault figure run 400. Sorry to say, but him a 2-4 in figure run. That are my observation. Him quotes it differently.
Right. You might have a point still.
Because the man run 44 too.
You might have a point. With his height and his range. And you know have that explosive sprint in there like a bolt.
No.
You know have that explosive, aggressive kind of sprint action like what you see from Usain Bolt when him in peak. So you're probably right, so I probably need to go 2-4. But I still think that as a man who run 991 as a junior, 4 years on, you should have there. 4 years on, yeah, you should have there a little bit further along your progression. And this year, the man won another PB of 988, and then coming at the finals, come around 986, I think. So my thing say
the progress happens still, you know. You have to take everything.
Yeah,
into
the 200
consideration.
200 meter time is good too. Like I think it's better event is the 200 meter.
Let's hope.
Yeah, the man
let's
clip
hope Carla
Kenny
can split up the Americans.
last championship, you know, Kenny never get no medal because of Tobago.
Yeah. But let's hope him can break it up. Let's hope him can break it up again this year. I don't want America sweeping up.
Yeah, man.
They
need to broke the broom for we.
No,
Coach, next thing before me go, you know, say Brian Lavelle is gonna be good in the future. Remember that man is a 400, 100, and 200 meter man. You know, just give Brian Lavelle some time.
Yeah, man.
Give him some time. If him can, because he's the next one that battle Hindu too. So give him some time and he's gonna get it together.
Yeah, seeing Navasky understand screen, coach. For his.
All right, so have a blessed day. All right, and you know,
right,
coach later on. All right.
Cool.
I'll have a good one too.
Big up yourself, my girl. Navasky on screen. Well, let's see how he goes. I love to see him with an automatic qualifying spot, but as I said, the standard has been really high this year. 142. You think he can break 144, coach?
That was tough, you know.
Let's see. He's been one of the more visible Jamaicans, especially upon social media in France.
In France, yeah, man.
Yeah, I hope the hype. I hope him suck up some of the hype there and him lay it out on the track.
Yeah. Hey, but you see, Pioneer, we hard to please sometimes because you know the youth, a lot of comments me reading in the comment section. The people appreciate what I bring to the thing, you know. See?
Yeah.
And some people are always, well, like the commenter you say, people would think say you're under the idle and thing. I think I want him get him free time, him do them something there.
Yeah, man. But you can't knock him, man. We live in that age and that era.
And it's a young youth too, you see me?
Yeah, man, you can't knock a youth for that. That is the era and the age we live in. See me I say, better him do that than him there engage in other energy draining activities.
and remember he's I wonder if he probably go step up to the 15, you know, because he's not that fast, you know.
Fast, yeah. I thought about that, you know, coach. So maybe, you know, but
our training can improve or something, you know.
Yeah, we're seeing him here on screen. He's in this heat. He's in 6th place right now. At the end of the first lap, him look comfortable. Him look like him have something. Let's see them up the back stretch. Pace quickens. I'm gonna try and make a move as we speak. Into 5th. Yeah, man, the running is on now. We'll see. At the 200 meters.
He has a 54 first, 400 meters.
Yeah.
The step in hard, I know.
Yeah, the step in get tight into the home stretch. The pace seems to be a little bit. Let me see what I'm having coming home. Let me see how him can come home. I'm make a move, you know, into 5th, but I'm gonna get all run out. I see somebody pass him now, so 6th place I gotta be him finish. And so it look like him edge it on the line. 5th. But it's how much qualify? I think it's top 3 qualify.
Top 3 qualify. He might probably got a reprecharge, right?
Yeah, I probably got a reprecharge, right? Hopefully him take that shot. Let me see him time. Let's see times haven't come up yet. We'll see what.
146.82.
No, man, that not gonna make it. Standard this year, the standard is too high. Maybe in previous years when the standard was a little lower, when the standard was about 144 then. But this is too much man run fun 42 this year.
So Pattison, Great Britain 145.56. Duplessis, that's the South African 145.73. And Kinyamal, the Kenyan 145.86. The Frenchman 145.92 and Anderson 146.82. Kansas off this year still.
Yeah, man. No look
faster than that.
Yeah, not look too sharp at all. Struggle coming home. So not only lack of speed, you lack of speed endurance also. So Good for now we have representatives in these non-traditional events though. But let's hope say, he got 146 get it too. 145, 56 at the winning time.
So him have a next round for go do at the
Yeah,
Olympics.
I'm for the repertoire, John, and see if him can slide into the semi-final from there. That will be tomorrow. So let's hope him recover enough to give a good effort there. Coach, we have a run left here in the morning and we have a touch road.
Man, respect Pioneer for
we continue with the I Am Sure sports most of the time, but we can't, when I'm not on I Am Sure, I monitor your things same speed.
Yeah, man.
Keep on doing what you're doing, Bridget. Love it,
Man.
So
man, respect, man.
And most of the videos them where you post, watch them say, keep on dropping those videos, informing the public, and keep up the good work.
And interestingly, somebody come from the thing when I say, who is Wayne Pinnock? Me need what kind of vlog me I do? Me need to talk about who is Wayne Pinnock and what kind of thing this. And me I say to you person, obviously you're new to the channel because
man, must be new to the channel, man. you are one of the man who highlights. Yeah, man, your channel is one of the channel. If you want to know about the Jamaican athletes, tune into this coaches desk. Coach means you're the man who get in depth and sometimes even to the personal, at the athletes, introducing them to who they are and sometimes the background and thing. So keep doing what you're doing, coach. Love the work.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself.
And yeah, man.
Yeah, thanks for your input as well. All right, people. So basically, we are gonna move on to because as it stands, we don't really have anything leave on the track. 1500 meter repechage. We know I think Adele Tracy will be in that one, but we have some things to take care. 2 heats, and she's in heat 2. We not stick around, people. But big up on yourself. On your way out, please like, share, and if you have not subscribed, please do so. Respect, enough manners. Really appreciate you being here. Big up to everybody. Yardy Floor, Shane Sutherland, Asian, Uptown, Too Deep, Jackie, Thunder Juice, Teflon. Who else there? MPEC in the building, Anna White, VPP, America B, Vernica Will, all in the game. Who else there? Jam. Who else? Big up on yourself, Big up everybody. Best in the building. Big up Best. Best you talk. That's something that I already Elizabeth McCullough. Yardy Flow. We say Yardy Flow already. Cheryl Petrie. Davia Davison. Sprint Queen. Big up. Rose Diamond. Anna White. Albert Williams. All of the loyalists. Rico Too Hot. Ayana. B Skill. Everybody. Dr. Dan in the building. Michael Young. RDD. Big up yourself, same way, Yo. Zebev. We love it, people. We love it. And I appreciate everybody. Seeing, even though we not agree on everything, but as me always said, that is the dynamics of human beings. STV Foster, big up. Kayla in the building, Kayla calling as well. That is the dynamics of human being, Mr. E, we now have to agree on everything. Seeing, and I have no problem with people challenging me, but make sure so when you challenge, you come with facts. We don't want no puppy. Facts. Sanai Robinson, Lisa Roberts, Charm Green. These are the people who have been on earlier. We're commenting in the comment section. Bless up everybody. Seeing Likumo again, we're gonna be here for the red hot 400 meter final and semi-final of the 4 hurdles. You can't afford to miss that. Seeing Nashri Palmer, Tamika Garden, Lottie Brown, big up. Lovely Beauty, big up yourself, LB. Yo. What you say, LB? Lazy people and the coach. Hey, listen. once it is sports, people are going to criticize. So once you're an athlete, you can't escape that. You're in the eyes of the public. And me I tell you, every single place in the world get criticized. Every athlete. Seeing? Coach, read rule 260.1 of World Athletics. All right. What you say? You send it to my phone. Me I go check it out, man. Mike Larry, big up, Me I go check it out and see if. Let me check the phone and see. We're too deep, said. Too. Oh, I'm saying, wait. Our too deep comment gone. 260.1. All right, bless up everyone. Until next time, stay safe. Look more.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.